chitas on a regular basis, but that is willing and prepared to take the hachlata to begin so today, a complimentary 6-month subscription to Chayenu tied to that promise and to your hachlata. So if anyone is ready to take that challenge, who doesn't currently learn Chitas Rambam every day, but takes that upon himself, then you can contact our next speaker, and as long as you let him know before the end of the evening, then that would be your motivation to take the hachlata. Very few people are so closely identified with the study of Rambam as our next speaker, who has, I think, more people that he has personally encouraged and
Rabbi Chaim is born on the same day as Rabbi. The crowd goes wild. Happy birthday, Rabbi Chaim.
Chabad of Larshmat, my dear older brother, to begin the new cycle and to give us some of his special signature encouragement. Thank you very much.
Happy birthday, Rabbi Shofet, coming in a few days. Chavav Adar. Crowd goes wild. Okay. Chavav Adar. Crowd goes wild. Here. On Salas Long York, I had a great time to spend, really good time with Rabbi Yaakov Shochet, his friend Rabbi. And he told me about learning Rambam, that when you are learning Rambam, you are having a private meeting with the Rabbi. Told me that. So that's something to know, and somebody who knows a lot. I put together a short list. What? I put together a short list of benefits of learning Rambam because we are in LA and you want to know what's in it for me. You're about to find out. Put on your seatbelts, have it in. For one, say, was there a good vibe? Was there a good vibe for bringing? Check this out. When you learn Rambam, it says, the Rebbe says, is that it says in Pirkei Avos that the Siyum David's Bekedra, the Rambam's lips are moving. And that explains Pasha physics. You guys don't know what that is. Physics, lying in my sit. But when the Rambam's lips move, it makes good vibes in the whole world. So was there a good vibe? Of course. You go to Rambam, there's a good vibe. We are now at war. We are in a milchama. And I checked it out with Rabbi Oster. According to Allah, it's called war. Jewish people are at war right now all around the world. And it's you guys, the Chayalet Beis David, soldiers of the House of David, students of Tank Commitment, that are the ones who are the front lines winning this war. And you do it with this, with the Torah, with the Rambam. The Rebbe quotes, "V'zeidim b'yam oishkei seidasecha." In Hanukkah, it's a Hanukkah Likud Desichus. The main nitzachim of victory and triumph for the war is through those who learn Torah. So know how important it is. I know a lot of the guys here we all have relatives and friends, every one of us, every soldier in the Tzahal and the IDF is our brother and sister. And we are here, give them a big round of applause. But I want you to know something. Give yourself a big round of applause, because when you're living Rambam, you are giving them power and strength. We just learned in the Rambam that it's a mitzvah to be fearless. You know it's a mitzvah to love your fellow as yourself and to keep Shabbos. Thou shalt not be afraid. The law, Judaism, especially in time of war. The Rambam says it's a law. You know it's easier to be fearless sitting in an air-conditioned, beautiful ballroom here in Beverly Hills than in a foxhole in Gaza. But because we're all one neshama, when you have this fearlessness that you generate by learning Rambam, you're connecting with those soldiers to be fearless. Like the Rebbe said it many times by Moram of Rabbi Yitzchak Tashal Havtas, Tashal Amatas, as part of the Mori Chasana, that Yidden are one neshama, and sometimes it's a mitzvah that's very difficult for a Jew to complete. When another Jew completes it, it's not so hard. They're giving strength to the other Yidden to do it. So when you're learning Rambam, you are literally giving fearlessness to our soldiers. Another thing is, it's a world against the Jews. That's what it is. And we have to have clarity, and our leaders have to have clarity and not be confused. The Rambam is known as the Meir HaNevuchim, the guide for the confused or perplexed. You probably don't know what perplexed means, but you know what confused means. Okay? Guide for the confused. We'll go with that today. Meir HaNevuchim of all the generations. Mishnah Torah. The Rebbe says that's mainly in a Mishnah Torah. So when you're learning Rambam, you're helping those to have clarity, Big round of applause for yourself. The crowd goes wild. Thank you. I'm not done. Discussions to the Rebbe. You know, I heard from my homie Rabbi Menachem Gerlitzky. Big round of applause for Menachem Gerlitzky, one of the original Shluchim Hamidim in Yeshiva Chabad. He told me that when he would come in to give a note about anything about the Rambam, Rabbi Binyamin Klein would ask him, is it about the Rambam? If it was, it went on top of the whole pile. And the Rebbe's secretaries, a whole group of rabbis who were secretaries of the Rebbe, they had the orders from the Rebbe, what goes first? The people are getting married, going on business, building new businesses, having operations, need rough for children, need rough for wealth, all kinds of stuff, dramas going on. Rambam went on top of the whole pile. The biggest emergency for the Rebbe, the biggest, most important thing. Rabbi Klein said, if it's about the Rambam, you go on top of everything. So we have no idea. But for the Rebbe, this is so important. So to be Mekosher to the Rebbe, and to have that clarity, we learn Rambam. We need miracles now. And that's Moishe Beres Mitzrayim. Rebbe said, especially children, brothers for children, learning the Rambam every day. We need miracles now. So we learn Rambam, we have miracles. Another one is, like Rabbi Shmuklin mentioned about keeping, that's what Rabbi Reichert mentioned. Rabbi Shmuklin mentioned about keeping the whole Torah. The Rebbe also spoke, hey Tavis, about bringing the books back. The way we do that is by learning the Rambam, learning halachas psukas. Ein hagoliyos in his context, elam b'schus hamishnayos. The exiles of the Jewish people only come together through learning mishnayos, including halachic stuff. So we're in Golos. I know it's air conditioned here. You're not in a foxhole, but we're in Golos. This is bad. We got to get out of Golos. You learn Rambam, you get us out of Golos, and that's really good. Now, another thing is, the Rambam's vision, when he read the Rambam, is we should learn the whole thing from beginning to end. So, the good news is, the Rebbe said it's a prophecy that we're the last generation of exile and the first generation of the Gula. And one of the ways we do that is by learning Rambam. You can't keep it to yourself. Like my brother Rabbi Chaim mentioned before, that there's sponsors here to help you learn Rambam. And they'll buy you stuff. They'll buy you Chayimus. They'll buy you Dvar Malchuses. They'll buy you Rambams. Crowd goes wild for our sponsors. Mendy, why do you learn Rambam so much? Did you think funny so there? Did your father get a special answer for the Rebbe? Like, the Rebbe said, learn Rambam, and that's what you do. And I see weddings of our siblings. I remember the taking pictures, all kinds of stuff going on. My father's learning Rambam. Before Farbrengen, people are schmoozing. My father's learning Rambam. I got that out of Yeshiva Seder because my father needed to learn Rambam. He said, I need to take him whatever. He's going for a drive, so I was reading Rambam to him as he was driving. And I remember when the Mishnah Rambam came out, and it's 40 years now, it was Pesach, we were playing sports in the background, my father comes out in shock and says, did I just say learn Rambam? You guys got to learn Rambam. So people think it was an Epis, a special answer. I never heard of any Epis, a special answer. The Rebbe says you learn Rambam, period. The Rebbe says we do things, we do kosher with Rebbe, see the Rebbe Shluchim. The Rebbe also said you get energy by learning Rambam. Because Rambam says, boys and girls, this is what we're doing. No reasons given. For those of you who are honored to work with my father, it's like a clear, let's take the Rambam. This is what you got to do, right? So, You get that with auxiliary energy by learning Rambam. That's a quote from the Rabbi when he first started the campaign, right on Bay's ear. It's also when you go on the Siyum, get people to learn Rambam, they'll listen to you. Just ask them, tell them you do Rambam, and they'll do it. And then they'll start learning what they gotta do, and then they become fluent. And put the kids in camp. You go into the Siyum, don't wake up right before summer and say, what are you kids doing for camp? Jamshid, Philip, Kudosh, David. This week you want to say, put your kids in camp. And you can call Chabad House, West Coast, Lubavitch headquarters, Linda, it's 800 Chabad 9. Give them just tell them to call the number so it doesn't cost extra money, but she has a whole listing of the camps. And Rabbi Hecht, I'm going to go out and live over here, but anybody can send to Chabad Brentwood camp. What's the best camp in the world? Camp Gan Israel. What's the best camp in the world? Okay, send the kids to Camp Gan Israel, Chabad Brentwood, any Chabad camp, get them to their local camps, and they'll learn Rambam in camp. It brings happiness, it brings joy, it brings victory in war. So, learn Rambam, get others to learn Rambam, and I want to make a special thank you to my brothers, Rabbi Chaim from Nissen, for organizing this great event. I'd like to thank Rabbi Shofak, our Rosh Yeshiva. I would sit there and he would teach Rambam 3 chapters a day. I do think that you should have this year reinstate that Rambam Shir every night in Yeshiva on Chabad. That'd be a great birthday gift for the Rosh and for the Rebbe. I want to make a special thank you to my father that he leads by example, and he didn't have to say he does learn Rambam. We watched him learning Rambam. And as far as I know, he's not missed a day in 40 years. So you say, well, I'm too busy. Well, meet Rabbi Cunin. He's very busy, okay? So, such a bless all of you. And we should have the Rebbe's sworn himself and convince back to our hostages back now. We should stand tall and proud as Jews, as Hasidim, as the Rebbe's shluchim, as the Rebbe's students, and get more people to learn Rambam. They'll do it. Just ask them to do Rambam. So, big ashkar, everybody.
What's going on?
Thank you, Rabbi. That was the introduction to my speech. I'll be playing sheep buzz, won't be long, maybe a half an hour. Please shut your phones off. If you test, Ron starts off with the pasuk, then I will not be embarrassed when I'm looking at all your mitzvahs. He's saying, Kindalach, you guys are all Akim Eidai, Eidim of Hashem. You know all the mitzvahs, you won't be embarrassed because if you're a witness to something, you actually know what's going on. Now the Haskalah, the first pasuk over here of Sefer Hamadah is bring your kindness to those who know you and your righteousness to those who are just and righteous, upright of heart. And the first halakha. Yesod HaYesodis Amud HaChachmos, the foundation of all foundations and the pillar of all the wisdoms. Leda Sheisham Motzidisham, to know, to have a relationship with Hashem, who is the first being. Rumati Kohanim Sham, he brings every single entity and being into existence. And everything that's found from the heavens and the earth and everything in between them, they are only here from the truth of his being. I'd like to give a time with the Brachos Kohanim I was there when the Rebbe said every year Brachos Kohanim includes all the brachos, and it's for Klal Yisrael, especially our hostages, especially our soldiers. Yeah, you have left with Melaka. Isa and then left with Hashem. And big round of applause for it's somewhere it's going to be somebody Baruch. Big round of applause for all of you learning Rambam and getting other people learning Rambam and sending kids to camp and all those good places. Yalla 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 yalla. Rabbi's father, quoting Rambam, says B'lashem and Azah in his cool language, and he says the month of Adar, the Gemara, day and after days. Actually, did learn in yeshiva. So he said, it says there, and the Rabbi's father says that is referring to planting in your possessions and plant other, do it another. So what a great time to plant in your nechos. We want Mashiach now. I love you guys.